Before Jesus left us, one of his great promises was, I will send you the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, the one who will remind you of everything that I have said and explained to you about my Father and about our kingdom. In the Archdiocese of Durban, since 2007, September, just over 2 years ago, we began a great new adventure. That adventure was evangelization. But we realized that talking about evangelization may go over people's heads. So we brought it down to the level at which Jesus tried to do when he was teaching us. And that level was evangelization, meaning becoming his friend. And it was in this context that we started off our seasons of evangelization after that synod. This is the third season. The other two have been about friendship with Jesus, concentrating on the various aspects of our life with Jesus. But this third season is going to be about the Holy Spirit. That's the focus of our season. What role does the Holy Spirit play in our life? The Synod implementation team was given the task of composing some material to help us to reflect on the Holy Spirit in our personal life and in general in the life of the church. And the adult formation team has been commissioned to do this. That's a team which has had a lot of experience already by preparing material in the time when we had Renew in the Archdiocese. And now, of course, we're moving into using the same methodology, the faith reflection groups, to try and bring that same spirit of Renew into our Synod implementation. And that implementation is about how can we become better friends of Jesus. Of course, Jesus has told us the way to really do this is by letting the Holy Spirit come into your lives. We had, after the Synod, set up this committee that tries to implement, gets the best ideas of how to implement the Synod resolution, that we are going to try, first of all, to become evangelized ourselves, each individual. We call it self-evangelization. And moving on from that self-evangelization, you know how this working together with others on the same project gives us strength and courage. It encourages us when we might be flagging and enthusiasm may be cooling down. But if we have others doing the same effort of evangelizing themselves, letting Jesus, making friends with Jesus, this is going to have much more success than if we try doing it in isolation. So we want to make an impact on society by each one of us living as truly as possible as friends of Jesus. And if all of us are doing the same thing, it'll have an impact on society. But we cannot do that on our own. And that's why Jesus sent us the Holy Spirit. And I think this is why it's so important for us during the season, which will begin the latter part of next month, October, going until Christmas. It's a longer season than the 6 weeks that you may have been used to during the time of Renew. But because of the circumstances being so different in different parishes, groups can't always meet on a weekly basis, sometimes it's a monthly basis. Some groups would like to do it on an all-night vigil kind of a basis. So we in our committee have decided that we will not be so restrictive and say you must do it, start on this Sunday and you finish on 6 Sundays down the line. We'd like you to go through the program, go through the material until you get to understand what the Holy Spirit is actually saying to you as an individual, but especially as a faith-sharing group, and even more desirable as a parish, ultimately as a diocese. And we are looking forward to the day when, as a diocese, we will all be living our Christian life, our life with Christ, our friendship with Christ, so fully that it'll make an impact on those that we meet, those to whom Christ is sending us. I wish you all God's blessing, and especially that the grace of the Holy Spirit and His guidance will be with you, especially during the season 3, the season for the Holy Spirit.